Welcome to another edition of L Present. Wow, I hope you guys enjoyed the holidays. Now we get back to regular programming. Yep, and it's Viewer's Choice Week. Yep, you voted this as number 3. It's a game of strategy, luck, and knowledge. It's with Quizmaster Jim Lang. Bullseye from October 31st, 1980. Coming up next.
Coca-Cola in new 1-liter plastic bottles. So light and easy to handle that you can take them with you. Put some liters in your cart and get a more refreshing start. When you're riding on for miles, take the liters that pour the smiles. The lighter liters feel just right when those trout begin to bite. Say you're hiking in the rough, plastic liters, man, they're tough. And when you need an easy pour, lighter liters pour more and more. Coke in new 1-liter plastic bottles. Lighter liters. Lift them, you'll love them.
Romper and friends will return after these messages.
Every time you take a breath, you ought to thank a tree. But if you don't have time for that, then look around to see if there's a place in open space that needs a spot of shade. The tree you plant in just a minute, soon will have a bird's nest in it. Your city will be prettier because of what you make. Don't you see? Thanks to trees. You're living in Tree City, USA. There's someone in your town whose job it is to plant the trees, to prune the limbs and water them, and help them change their leaves. If you could kind of help them out and plant a tree or two, we'd all breathe a lot easier. The whole town would be prettier with city forestry. Don't you see? We need trees, and we're living in Tree City, USA.
For Tree City USA information, write your state forester or the National Arbor Day Foundation.
Boy, you'd never catch me near a fire.
Brian, do you know what to do if your clothes catch on fire?
Well,
First, stop whatever you're doing and cover your face with your hands. Then, drop to the ground and roll until the fire goes out. Stop, drop, and roll.
you mean like this?
You got it.
See, I'm gonna go show my friends.
Kids, teach your friends to stop, drop, and roll. You could save a life.
We now return to Romper and Friends. Romper and Friends will return after these messages.
I'm Woods the Owl. You know trees are America's most important natural resource. So when you plant a tree, you help our country grow. Because trees fight air pollution, noise pollution, and sight pollution. So give a hoot. Don't pollute. Plant a tree today.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Tell your friends what you've heard. No matter where you go, you can plant a tree to grow. In the city or in the woods, trees keep America. Trees keep America. Trees keep America looking good.
Because trees are like kids, they're America's future.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Tell your friends what you've heard. In the city or in the woods, trees keep America. Trees keep America
Please keep America.
looking good. Every time you take a breath, you ought to thank a tree. But if you don't have time for that, then look around to see if there's a place in open space that needs a spot of shade. The tree you plant in just a minute, soon will have a bird's nest in it. Your city will be prettier because of what you make. Don't you see? Thanks to trees, you're living in Tree City, USA.
For Tree City USA information, write your state forester or the National Arbor Day Foundation.
We now return to Romper and Friends. Romper and Friends will return after these messages.
Once there was an old Spaniard, Don Quixote, who jousted windmills with a giant toothbrush, shouting,
Teeth are meant to last a lifetime.
Everyone thought he was weird. Then one day, his trusted friend Sancho explained the true meaning of Don Quixote's battles.
He wants to show how you can defeat the foes of dental health with good eating habits and brushing and flossing every day.
After that, the villagers understood why Don Quixote battled windmills with a toothbrush. But they still thought he was weird.
Oh, am I weird?
A message from the American Dental Association.
Pretend I'm a door to your apartment or your bedroom, and there's a fire on the other side. Feel me. Come on, don't be shy. Give me your hand. Feel me. Am I hot? If I am, don't open me. Get out a different way. Because if it's hot enough outside to make me feel hot, it'd knock you out before you took 2 steps. So in a fire, feel your door before opening it. If it's hot, don't.
We now return to Romper and Friends.
This is the television game in which daring determines the fate of the player. This is the game of strategy, luck, and knowledge. This is Bullseye. Now, here's our host, Jim Lang.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, it's true. This is a game of strategy, a lot of knowledge, and especially daring, and we're going to find out right now. Jay Stewart, will you please introduce our first 2 players?
Our champion, whose winnings total over $10,500, is a litigation attorney who likes to white country and western songs. Meet Stephen Maydeth. And his opponent is an attorney whose office is at home and his hobbies are the violin and the piano. Meet Jed Gwynn Beebe.
Welcome back to Bullseye, guys. Stephen and Jed, a couple of attorneys, kind of interesting. Stephen, Jed mentioned he operates out of his house. Are you with a firm, or how do you work?
I work out of a firm.
Out of a firm? And what kind of law do you specialize in?
Personal injury, Jim.
Personal injury. And Jed, you work out of your house. Now, do you have a family?
Yes, I do. I have a 9-month-old son, Byron, and a wife, Diane.
Does that ever disturb you when you're making your briefs or whatever you have to do?
Well, Byron occasionally tries to eat some of the briefs, but otherwise...
Well, good luck to both of you. I don't think Byron's going to bother you here right now, but he's certainly rooting for you on Bullseye and on to our game. You know, you accumulate money by correctly answering questions. The first player to bank $1,000 or more wins the game, goes on to play the bonus game. And when we interrupted our game on our last show, these were the categories we were playing with. Let's take a look. In the upper left-hand window, we had famous awards about cooking, world geography, and world religions. In the upper right-hand window, the categories were Disney's World, about astronomy, sports world, and Dateline the 30s. And the window below, of course, decides the number of questions you'll be contracting to answer in whatever category you decide to choose. Now, when our last show ended, Stephen had $700 in his bank. And Jed, you had $0 in your bank. But Jed, you had control. It was your turn to go. So let's spin the categories and stop them whenever you want to. Jed, let's get everything spinning on the board up there. They go. And you're the man, Jed. Let's see what you can get. All right, you have famous awards, $100 a question. About astronomy, $150 a question. Your contract is only 2. 2 questions is the contract. Which of those categories would you like to try? Jed, you're in charge.
About astronomy.
About astronomy. So the contract is worth $300. Here's your first question. In astronomy, this term describes a group of bright stars that form such pictures as Orion, the hunter, and Ursa Minor, the little bear. Name the term.
Constellation.
And you're right, $150 in the pot. Pot's $150. Remember now, to claim that money in the pot, you must complete your contract, and you will do that if you answer one more question. About astronomy, here we go. In astronomy, This term is used to designate a rapidly spinning star that sends out short bursts of radio waves at regular intervals. For the contract, name the term.
Pulsar?
And you've completed the contract. All right. $300 in the pot. You've completed the contract, and now you control that $300. You can bank the money, put it in your bank, Jed, and it's yours to keep. But if you bank it, control goes back over to Stephen, or you can keep on playing in order to build the money in the pot and leave the money right there. What are you going to do?
Well, I hope my wife forgives me, but I got to go on.
All right, remember now, $1,000 to win the game. You're going to continue on. That means you're still in control. Let's spin the information on the board, cover the whole thing up. It's all covered, Jed. Let's see what you get this time. You have World Religion, only $50 a question. Disney's World, $150 a question. Your contract is 4 questions. All right, a little bigger this time, Jed. Which category do you prefer?
Disney's World.
Disney's World. At $150, the contract is worth $600. $600. Here's your first question of 4. Name the Disney animated feature in which you hear a character speak the magical words, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Time's up. Control goes back over to Stephen. Stephen, can you tell me the name of that feature?
Fantasia?
No, that's wrong. Cinderella. Cinderella's the correct answer. Control goes back to Jed, who breathes a sigh of relief. And there's still 4 to go in this contract. The first question, brand new one now. Name the Disney movie that fits this description. Uncle Remus, a Briar Patch, Zippity-Doo-Dah.
Brer Rabbit?
Wrong, Jed. Control goes back over to Stephen. Stephen, what is that Disney movie?
Uncle Remus?
Wrong. The correct answer is Song of the South. Very difficult. Control goes back over to you, Jed. Little ping pong here. You don't know your Disney that well, guys. All right, here we go. Still 4 questions to go in the contract. Jed, in this Disney feature, a young pachyderm is taught to fly by a mouse and a bunch of crows. Name this Disney feature.
Dumbo.
There you go. $450 in the pot. $450 in the pot. And there are 3 questions to go, and we'll be back with that question in just a moment. Well, Stephen, so far you've won 4 games. If you win 1 more game for a total of 5, you're going to win something very special. And what is it, Jay Stewart?
Stephen, for your driving enjoyment, it's a brand new car.
That's it. You win this game, and you got yourself a brand new car. So good luck to you, Stephen. However, at the moment, Jed is in control. There are 3 more questions to go in this contract. The category is Disney's World. Jed, here's your next question. In Disney's Alice in Wonderland, the title character encounters this creature sitting on its mushroom, blowing alphabetical smoke rings. Name the creature.
The Cheshire Cat.
Wrong. Control goes over to Stephen. Stephen, name the creature.
It's a caterpillar.
You're right. And there's now $600 in the pot. $600 in the pot. 2 questions remaining in this contract. Stephen, you complete the contract and you could win the game because you have $700 already banked. And if this contract is completed, there'll be $900 in that pot. So you'll be over $1,000. Here's your next question. 2 to go. This British actress was the young star of Disney's Pollyanna, Summer Magic, and The Parent Trap. Name her.
Haley Mills.
And there's $750 in the pot. $750 in the pot. I needn't tell you, Stephen, what this next question means. You answer this question, you will win the game. It'll be your 5th game. You will win a car. And, of course, you'll have a lot of money. And you've won a lot already. So quiet, please. This is a very important question. This is for the game and the car, Stephen. Walt Disney reputedly chose Marilyn Monroe as the model for the tiny fairy in his movie, Peter Pan. For the game, for the car, name this fairy.
Tinkerbell.
You got it! Oh. Boy. I I tell you what, Stephen, you just won a brand new car, and here with all the details about it, Jay Stewart.
For your driving pleasure, Stephen, from Schoenlaw Chevrolet, it's this brand new car, compliments of Bullseye. Now, back to you, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stephen, I'll give you a total on what you've won so far in just a moment because it's staggering and it's really getting up there. But, Jed, what a tough game you played. It went back and forth, and you decided not to bank it. You left it in the pot, and, of course, Stephen stole it in the end. It was great to have you on the show. Good luck with your family and with your law practice, and thank you for being on Bullseye. Jed,
Thank you, Jim. I had a good
we have gifts for you, too, of course. Thanks a lot. Stephen, just for your own information, up to this very moment, your grand total in cash and prizes, including the car, up to this moment is $16,800. And you have a chance to make a whole lot more. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, join me over here and we'll play the bonus game. Come on. All right. Excuse me, I got all excited there.
Me too.
You're getting up there now. $16,800 and a chance to win a lot more. You know how it works. These swirls behind you, behind them are bullseyes, various amounts of money, and, of course, that old rotten lightning you are familiar
Yeah, I'm
with.
starting to feel like a lightning rod up here, Jim.
Well, maybe this time we can avoid it, okay? I'm with you. You know, you stop those spinnings, whatever money accumulates in the pot is yours to keep if you decide to quit. And if you get 3 bullseyes up there, 1 in each window, we'll double the pot and also give you these prizes. Jay, what are they?
Stephen, somebody once said that good things come in small packages, and the gifts in this next package will bear that out. First, Stephen, if you open these small cases, you'll find inside these beautiful quartz watches. Hamilton men's TLQ9 and ladies TLQ2 digital watches. Quartz accuracy, constant readout, demand button for day, date, and month from Hamilton. And then inside this small package, you'll discover the remarkable Micro TV. The incredible Micro TV fits into the palm of your hand. It's battery operated. Slip it into your briefcase. It's a perfect traveling companion. Get the picture? You sure will. Next, we have for you an envelope, and inside this is a special gift certificate. A $500 gift certificate from Levitt's Classic House Galleries. Choose from the finest in furniture at Levitt's prestigious Classic House. And finally, Stephen, we have for you a smaller envelope. Inside, you'll find an airline ticket to London, Paris, and Venice. Whoa! Yes, you'll enjoy 16 exciting days visiting these cities. Compliments of Hood Universe. And, Stephen, these prizes are worth over $2,850.
Now, there's a trip, right?
That's a real one.
We said London, Paris, and Venice, if I heard it correctly. And that win the bonus game, you'll get $2,850 in prizes, plus double the money in the pot, and that's for 3 bullseyes. However, should the lightning appear, of course,
We know.
we know. It all goes away. All right, the lightning, by the way, is behind only one of those wheels up there. The wheels are spinning. Let's see you get some bullseyes and money. No lightning. Come on, Stephen. Bullseye. Another bullseye. Come on, another bullseye. Another bullseye. 3, 3, 3. Come on. Bullseye! You know what that means? Do you know what that means? Oh! You have just hit what we call a natural. You have just won $5,000 cash. $5,000 cash for bullseyes on one spin, plus all those prizes worth $2,850. A trip to London, to Paris, to Venice, all those things, the small packages, fantastic. How do you feel?
This is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. That is the first time I've seen that. That is fantastic. Would you like to know where the lightning was, by the way, or doesn't it make any difference at this point?
Sure.
All right, let's find out. Let's spin them up there just to see where the lightning was, because that is amazing. 3 bullseyes. Where will the lightning show? There it is. It was in the lower window down there. Well, you didn't even have to worry about it.
For once.
Are you interested in how much you have so far?
Sure.
I guess you would be. Well, I'll tell you, exactly, up to this moment, with the prizes you just won, your other prizes, your previous winnings, the car, all your cash, you have a grand total of, oh boy, $24,650. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're daring, lucky. You've been here, and you've been zapped by that lightning, but this time, you did it. We'll be back for another game, another challenger for Stephen in just a moment.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Westman's versatile 6-quart automatic slow cooker plus slow cooks, bakes, roast grills, and even serves. Non-sticking with colorful porcelain exterior. And Thompson's water seal protects wood, concrete, masonry, and leather. Penetrates deep to stop moisture damage before it starts. Thompson's water seal. Also, lean hickory smoked sliced bacon from Rath. Gently smoked over genuine hickory fire. The most flavorful bacon from Rath. Here again, Jim Lang.
Thank you very much, Jay. And if you would you please introduce our next challenger?
Jim, she's a patent and trademark attorney who was once a biochemist. Her interests are snow skiing and water skiing. Meet Suzanne Biggs.
Welcome to Bullseye, Suzanne. You saw what happened to Stephen. It can happen to you, too.
I hope so.
Another lawyer, huh? Tell us about your law work. What kind of work do you do?
I specialize in intellectual property, which means we protect everything from inventions and chemical formulas down to the shapes of bottles and the colors of pills.
Wait a minute. How do you protect the color of a pill? What do you mean by that?
Well, for instance, if a company has been selling a sleeping pill that is green and white for years, people associate green and white sleeping pills with that company. If someone else were to come along and make a pill that looked just like it, also green and white, the public would be confused, and the first company would want to sue.
I get the picture, all right. And you are the one who would go in there and take care of that,
That's right.
Well, we're going to ask you to take care of business here on Bullseye now. You remember $1,000 or more in your bank wins you the game. And here are the categories you two are going to be playing with in this game. Let's take a look. In the upper left-hand window, the categories are American history, two of a kind, grab bag, and famous artists. In the upper right-hand window, the categories are funny people, European countries, our visual category, foreign words, and famous initials. All right, let's spin the wheels on that board now, and we'll cover them up. And, Stephen, you're still our champion, so you go first and decide your own fate. So hit the button, and let's see what you get, all right? Two of a kind, $150 a question. European countries, $150 a question. Your contract is 5 questions. It's a big one. 5 questions a contract, so choose carefully, Stephen. Which of those categories would you like to try?
Let's try two of a kind.
Two of a kind. The contract is worth $750. $750, two of a kind. And here is your first question. According to classical mythology, the god of love was married to Psyche, but he refused to let her see him in the light. Name this god.
Eros?
That's acceptable. All right. You have $150 in the pot. The answer was either Cupid or Eros was acceptable. Okay, $150 in the pot. You have 4 more questions in this big contract. During the 1800s, John Bosch and his partner formed an optical company that made improvements in glass manufacturing and perfected high-quality optics. Name Bosch's partner.
Loam.
And the pot is now $300. 3 more questions remaining in this contract. Two of a kind. An American showman named P.T. Barnum helped his partner build one of the most successful circuses of all time. Who was his famous partner?
That's Bailey.
And you're up to $450 in the pot. Pot $450, 2 more questions remaining in this contract. 2 more left, Stephen. During the mid-1800s, a man named Samuel Wesson and his partner held a virtual monopoly on the revolving pistol that they developed. Name Wesson's partner.
Smith.
$600 in the pot. You're absolutely right. 1 question remaining. Big contract, and you're whipping right through it. Answer this question, you will have completed your contract. And here it is. 2 of the featured characters in the films, Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, are androids with numerical names. The shorter one was R2-D2. For the contract, name his robot friend.
3CPO.
Judge?
I'm sorry, that is not acceptable.
All right, the control goes over to you, Suzanne. Can you name this robot?
Is it C3PO?
You're right, and you completed the contract. It is C3PO, $750 in the pot. You have completed the contract, and now, Suzanne, you're in control. You can bank that money in the pot, but if you do, you lose control back to Stephen. Or you can continue to play and see if you can build up that pot. What do you want to do?
I think I'd better continue. He's too good to get a hold of this again.
All right, you're going to hang on to it. 750 in there. Let's spin the information. This time you stop. Wait till it gets spinning up there, Suzanne, and then when you're ready, give it a hit and see what we got. You had two of a kind again, $100 a question. European countries, $100 a question. The contract is 3 questions. 3 questions. Okay, which one do you choose? Two of a kind.
I'll take European countries.
All right, European countries. The contract is worth $300. There's $750 in the pot. So complete this contract, and you will win the game, Suzanne. However, should Stephen complete it, he will win the game. The category European countries, 3 questions. Here's your first. The landscape of this Central European country is dominated by the Alps and has such famous winter resorts as Innsbruck. Name the country.
Is that Austria?
That's right, and $850 in the pot. Pot is $850. 2 more correct answers, and you'll win the game. 2 more questions, and you win the game, Suzanne. Here's your next one. Tourists frequently visit Loch Ness in hopes of catching a glimpse of the resident monster. Name the country in which it is located.
Is that Scotland?
And $950 in the pot. All right, Suzanne, 1 more question will win the game. 1 more question, and it'll dethrone our champ. So good luck. Listen carefully, and here it is. This European city, which is situated on over 10 islands, is the largest city in Sweden. For the game, Suzanne, name it.
Stockholm?
You won the game! You did it. Congratulations, Suzanne. $1,050, you won the game. Before I get back to you, Suzanne, I want to say something to Stephen. Stephen, you have won a grand total of $24,650. Are you happy?
I'm real happy.
Well, we're certainly happy with you, and we'll be right back to the bonus game in just a moment. Well, we've run out of time, but Stephen is off on his way with over $24,600 worth of prizes. And Suzanne, it could happen to you, too. So when we meet again, we'll meet your challenger, and you'll try and make a lot of money, all right? Congratulations on winning the game, and until next time, this is Jim Lang, hoping that everything you're going for hits the bullseye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a super selection of colorful, long-lasting, industrial-strength, rust preventative paints from DAP, America's Handyman. And put a coat on your throat with Ludens in the familiar box or economical bag. For great taste in every drop, try Ludens. Also, Slinky Play Shades from James Industries, maker of original Slinky walking spring toys. These brightly colored interlocking building toys stimulate children's imagination. Slinky Play Shapes. Plus, serve the delicious other potato, golden oil Prince yams, high in fiber, vitamin A, and vitamin C. Royal Prince yams. And get that Lavorus Clean Just Left the Dentist feeling, the #1 single mouthwash formula used by dentists. Try it. Get the feeling. Bullseye is a Jack Barry and Dan Enright production.
Coca-Cola in new 1-liter plastic bottles. So light and easy to handle that you can take them with you. Put some liters in your cart and get a more refreshing start. When you're riding on for miles, take the liters that pour the smiles. The lighter liters feel just right when those trout begin to bite. Say you're hiking in the rough, plastic liters, man, they're tough. And when you need an easy pour, lighter liters pour more and more. Coke in new 1-liter plastic bottles. Lighter liters. Lift them, you'll love them.
Well, that's our show for you today. Hope we enjoyed Bullseye with Quizmaster Jim Lang. We'll be back next time for another Adam Kirk Presents. Have a good week. Give me
Please drop us a line at Game Show Network, 10202 West Washington Boulevard, Culver City, California, 90232. We're the only network that lets you play along.